welcome to Drip Music X. I'm a little bit blurry all of a sudden. What's going on here? It is Frame, Fresh, and Real Stash Stays. What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing great, bro. How you doing?
I'm feeling a little jittery. Something's happening to me. I feel like I'm disintegrating in the thin air right now.
Why,
What about
man?
you, Stash? I don't know. Look at
It's the smoke, man.
You look all tingly. Yeah. No, not anymore. There you go.
I think that's
it's because of the smoke, bro.
Oh, you're right. It is because of the smoke.
You
Whoopsies.
see, like I kind of turn blurry too when I smoke.
Yeah, man. This you see the smoke coming up. We're smoking. We got special guest, drip music creator. Been around for a good long while now, I think. So. I've been following for a while. Proof of Rock. Bring him in.
Yo, GN.
Well, super GM to you, 4 a.m. Thanks for joining us so early.
Well, it's always now, so it doesn't matter where you are.
Live from Berlin. That's awesome.
Yes, guys, how are you all doing? This is amazing that you do the DRIP.HAUS and you give this platform, you give space in the platform for many musicians. That's a great initiative.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. We're trying to build it up and just support drip musicians however we can, because we got to do it ourselves. Ohad the Pigeon. You got to start there, man. We got to start.
The pigeon is in the house.
The pigeon is in the house. He's not on the house. He's not outside doing anything. He is in the house. He's flew in your chimney and shitting all over your floor. No.
It depends how much coffee I had,
That coffee will.
But yeah, the pigeon. That's an interesting name. The pigeon. Son of a pigeon. This is what I found for my music name. So the artist name that I managed to do for myself. Why is it like that? Maybe we'll leave it to the end so people can be around for a while.
Oh,
maybe we'll leave it to the end, the very, very end, if someone is really curious. We will leave a little bonus. But yeah, pigeon.
If I'm curious right now, though, that's why I said this right now.
Too bad. You also got clickbaited, Frame.
Yeah,
your own show.
You can't leave early.
Can't leave early. Frame. You got to stay to the end if you want to know why he's the pigeon.
I'm with it. I like it.
Yeah, but let's say the standards are high. And that's one of the reasons.
All right. It's the high standards for Ohad the Pigeon, aka Proof of Rock. So how long have you been on Drip Music? Or been on Drip, not Drip Music, but Drip?
Well, Drip started. I heard first I heard about it like almost a year ago. So I'm in Berlin, in Germany. And in Berlin, it's the place for Super Team Germany. Are you guys familiar with Super Teams?
You know, Bloody Bulldoge.
Yes, exactly. That's the person that I would like to spotlight as well. So Super Team is he's a wild boy. He's a bloody wild man, I would say. And Solana, which is the legendary chain that Drip is being run on. There are I would say the community departments, which are called super teams, and every big city got a super team. Every big country, I would say, got a super team, and I would say getting more and more spread. So we have super team in Germany, for example, and we have super team in Canada. There is also a super team in United Emirates. There is also super team in Dubai. There is super team in Singapore. There is super team in Japan. There is super team in Turkey. So everywhere, basically, it's slowly got popping up like mushrooms after the rain. And those communities and the super team, what they do, they really bring everyone together for Solana. So there is a big hackathon right now, which is about to be finished in almost 24 hours, like 28 hours. The deadline is there for submission. So the hackathon is called Breakout. It belongs to Coliseum, which is a big organization that supports new ideas and startups. And yeah, it's just all over the world. So it's a global hackathon, and you see people grinding, chewing glass, just developing stuff, building stuff. That's a bit intense right now. Usually it's more relaxed to be in Super Team. And it's a beautiful place where all the people here in Germany, in Berlin, come to We have a co-working Friday, which we all meet, and we have also the Creators Guild, which contains many creators here in Germany, mostly in Berlin. And that's how I got to know about DRIP.HAUS. There is the Bloody Bulldog, who is one of the OGs here in Germany in Super Team, in Solana. He's a great builder, great dude, one of the best community makers, and bring together people here. And he was just talking about drip, and always he was reminding drip, like drip here. And I was hearing about it more and more. The beginning was a bit more difficult to sign in and to be approved, so I had to wait 2 months. And then Bloody told me, hey, talk with those people and they will approve you faster. And then they approved me. And then you have 2 lanes, and now they are both merging. So this is one lane, the drip, how I got to know it, and the other lane is basically how the proofofrock came to existence. So I have a friend of mine, his name is Matan, and he's also here in Berlin with me, and he's a music producer. He is a great music producer. He works with many singer-songwriters. He got his own productions. He works with Adar Alfandari, who is also a great musician. And we were into crypto for, we discovered this like 3 years ago, that we both heavily into crypto. And we were just figuring it out that there are many great services on crypto, and maybe music can be one of them. We really like the idea about decentralization, about the fact that musicians can really own their music, the fact that musicians can get paid directly from the fans to their music directly, no middlemans, no corrupted Spotify, no corrupted payment systems that's going to take 50% as fees. And we were really intrigued by that. We were looking for projects. We found some interesting projects on the Lightning Network that it's built on Bitcoin. And we were looking for projects on, what was it? Gala Music. Yeah, this Gala token, this Gala project. And there was also some projects on Ethereum. And there was also something on Solana, I remember. One of them, I forgot their name.
Don't say it. I already know. Don't even say their name. I will start destroying them. Does it start with a B?
Does it start with a B? I don't remember.
No.
There's a reason I don't remember it, but DRIP is definitely one to remember. And the moment that I got approved in DRIP, and then with all the search that Matan and I did for like 2 years, then we landed on this really nice cushiony place, which is called DRIP.HAUS, and we were amazed about the whole system and the whole gamification, the whole idea behind it. It used to be a bit different, DRIP. Every day there are some big news coming in the crypto space. So DRIP back then, you could get basically money for free just by entering the website for every 4 hours. You could generate some free droplets. And that was really the golden age, I would say, for DRIP, for every creator. You would just put your stuff there, and many people would create it. You wake up and you realize you have another $10 in your wallet, another $20. And that was really amazing. Fortunately and unfortunately, DRIP are developing, and they get bigger and bigger. So now you can just log in easily. Not log in, I mean to register easily. And you get approved maybe after less than an hour. And now you get no more free money, no more free meals. People really need to make effort right now to get their art on DRIP.
How's your so with the new changes, how's the effects affected you? I mean, there's been a ton of new changes since then, but
well, the free money stopped, so now the money is not really flowing as much as it used to. People actually need to have their own funds on DRIP, so they pay from their own whatever they have, bank account, wallets. And I think now the collection is more intentional, so people really gonna collect what they want to see in the wallets. So I think that the effort is bigger from the artists. They really need to stick out right now and to level up their game in order to get some attention and some money.
Yeah, because it is a small pool. That's the thing. Like, we gotta keep in mind, like Web3 DRIP, even as big as DRIP is and Solana is, they still are not that big yet. So we're all fighting for a piece of that pie at the moment. But something we haven't talked about on the show, which you brought up, is other platforms on other blockchains. You mentioned like Gala Music. I didn't mess with Gala Music too much, but I did do some research on Gala Games. That's the same thing, right? They have the platform, the games, and the music. So you went through that, and you said a few other platforms, and then you got to Drip. Did you drop on those platforms at all, or you just did the research?
On some of them, we did. So Gala Music, for example, we did not drop anything for the really weird reason that Gala Music wanted you to exclusively put your music there. So this is really stupid. They have no stream of people coming in, so there is not so much traffic. And most of the platforms, they really don't have traffic,
right?
And that's the problem, right? Like you can put your music there, but no one is going to listen because no one is walking there.
Yeah.
One of the best platforms besides Drip, it's something called Wave Lake. It's a platform that's based on Bitcoin. So it's based on Lightning, and you can listen to music, and everything is for free, of course. You listen for free, and you can zap some Lightning tokens, some Satoshis if you want. And there is also like top 40, so you can basically promote yourself there. Like with, I don't know how much is it now, but maybe with $10 you can put yourself in the top of the list for a few days. Not so much traffic there as well, but there is a small community. But yeah, it's not so sustainable. You know, the whole thing is very early in the development state, so it's really primitive. No algorithms, nothing really interesting is going on there. And you also see that it's run by like 5 artists basically that are quite known in the space there. Yeah, there is nothing like Drip. There is absolutely nothing like Drip. Most of the platforms are great, but there have any traffic there. And Drip got the traffic. It got the platform itself. It got the idea. It got the gamification.
Yeah,
it's quite complex platform, to be honest, which is very interesting because the other platforms are very simple, but Drip, it seems to require some learning. You cannot just go to Drip and expect to understand everything that's going on. You need some support. You need someone to guide you and walk you with your hand.
Yeah, you ain't gonna stay up to date either all the time because the updates are coming out so fast.
Yeah,
like,
but still, it's the greatest one, and most of the people want to be on Drip. So that is so interesting.
So, is there any Web2 platforms that you're on? YouTube? I know you mentioned Spotify.
Yeah, there is Spotify, YouTube as well, definitely. We are there, but it's so saturated, those platforms.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to be there, like check, posted. All right, next.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube, I think, has the most traffic out of everything out of all platforms, so it's definitely a must. But Spotify is one, like, no, man. Is it a necessity, do you think, nowadays? Like there's a time period where it was a necessity, but is it now?
Yeah, absolutely. In the end, you want to give people whatever you have, very minimum friction. So most likely they're not on Drip. Most of the people that I want them to listen to my music they're not yet on Drip. And if I want them to listen to my music somehow, I just have to put it everywhere, so they will access the most accessible point for them.
Yeah, but it seems to be the thing. It's like it's kind of almost a trap is what it turned into, where you have to be on those platforms to spread. So that's what I'm looking for with Drip, to kind of take some of that market share eventually here in the future as it grows and more things go to blockchain. But like, I don't want to be on Spotify, not really out of protest, but just like, it only helps with promo. I mean, you got to get so many spins, and even with promo, you got like, there's a lot of stuff you can pay for, but free promo, you're not really getting much on Spotify. You got to do it all yourself.
Yeah,
but it's like tools. It's just a bad taste with Spotify and most artists. You know what I mean? So it's like, we got to be on there, but where's the point coming where we're like, okay, enough Spotify, we're done with this platform. Everybody says screw Spotify, so they, you know what I mean? This is the only way that things will change, really.
The thing with Spotify, they have all the licenses.
Right.
And this is their strength. And I think they're not really profitable. And I think it's a well-known problem because they just keep paying this. First, they get really ridiculous amounts of money for the amount of music is being offered. Like $10-15 a month, and you have access to all the music. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's a huge problem. It's not really sustainable. So how do you keep on paying the record labels all their fees that they want? How do you keep paying all the artists equally? How do you keep on running this in a way that everyone can benefit? Because what it looks like that it's just draining the money. So money comes in, but then it somehow stays locked because you need to maintain the whole system. Yeah. And it looks like there is the bare minimum for the system. But I think it's not that true, because I know a lot of the money that comes from music, they funnel it to podcasts. And there is a lot of podcasts on Spotify since, I think, 2019 or 20. Yeah. When was it? When they had the sign with Joe Rogan, the deal.
That's actually a good point. I hadn't even thought about that. Do you think podcasts have outshined music at this point as far as like amount of views they're grabbing? I mean, Joe Rogan is huge, but you got so many other podcasts just like musicians.
Yeah.
Say podcast is more lucrative and opportunities with music.
It's different because on Spotify, as a podcast owner, you don't receive money for your streams. It's not like you have your music there.
None of that.
Yeah.
So what do you get from Spotify?
Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I would like to know that. But for my experience, also at the podcast, it was the Son of a Pigeon podcast, where I took musicians here from Berlin, and we just did amazing podcasts.
Son of a Pigeon.
Stuff. Yeah, Son of a Pigeon. Look it up. Yeah, and I never received any penny from Spotify for the podcast.
Fresh, you're the podcast expert. You know anything about that?
About money from Spotify?
Yeah, for podcasts.
I think maybe now that there's Spotify for podcasts, but back in the day, you just used to use an RSS feed, right?
Yeah, exactly. I see.
And like even now, you still do use an RSS feed, but there's a dashboard for podcasters now on Spotify. But I don't know that much because we're not on Spotify as of yet.
The GOAT Show is just on YouTube and Drip.
YouTube, Drip, Rumble, X.
Rumble? What is Rumble? I don't even know what that is.
What is Rumble? It's the uncensored YouTube.
How's that going?
We've made a few cents from there, and we don't get paid from like YouTube, so.
Well, you gotta get to that certain threshold for YouTube to start getting ad revenue. But even when you do, it's not great unless you got.
We're almost there, bro. We're less than 1,000 watch hours away now from full monetization. So things are starting to pick up on YouTube. But like Rumble monetizes you from day one, and also you can make your things like what Rumble calls exclusive to Rumble. And it doesn't mean you can't post it anywhere, but it means Rumble's going to collect all the money from all the places, and then you just get your payout from Rumble.
All the places? What are all the places?
Like, so wherever else you post your video, they'll like basically they'll get the sync licensing for it. They'll get the money.
Very interesting. I never messed with Rumble, but I hear it more and more around me. Maybe it's a sign.
Maybe.
Well, I think automatically being able to monetize your content is the way to go for moving forward for the future. I mean, Rumble's doing it, Drip's doing it. I mean,
we must do that. Money is the life and the blood of anything that we are doing. Without money, we cannot maintain it.
Facts.
There's crazy people got bills to pay,
Yeah, exactly. If I want to make an album, I need to to do that somehow without getting into prison or finishing up in the street.
Right. And so it's like if you work a job or something like that, like You have to like either do it after work or before work or whatever, or take time off of work to do it.
Yeah.
And again, I just think if people want art, they should vote with their wallets. They should pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But then people pay on Spotify with their wallets, and I think the consumer is not really understanding the problem that the artist is facing. Yeah, even though now music as well, it became very inflated. Yeah, so there is a very interesting way that most of the music production tools are fucking cheap, if not free. So yeah, you don't even need to know music in order.
You don't need a real DAW to create music anymore. Like you can use like voice recorder and your iPhone and a pair of AirPods, and then like in GarageBand or whatever it is, you can make it sound amazing, and then you can send it to an AI to master it for you.
Yeah. BandLab, free AI mastering, BandLab. Keep promoting that. I should get a link. I should get an affiliate link or promo link.
Yeah, bro. Don't ever mention another company like that again, bro.
I know. I forgot. I broke the podcast rule number 1.
Unless you have a fucking link.
Yeah, I
link in
rule
bio.
Yeah, man. Link in the comments description.
Well, now that we've broken the rules, let's check out "Never Sell Your BTC" by Proof of Rock. Wait,
let's
how do I do this, bro?
I stand before you today filled with respect, Bitcoin, and admiration for what the Bitcoin community has achieved. There's never been anything like it. Soon it will be surpassing the entire market cap of silver. How about gold? I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. Let's go gold. Bitcoin. The Bitcoin superpower of the world. I don't want to repeat myself. Bitcoin. I pledge to the Bitcoin community, and I don't want to repeat my Bitcoin. Never sell your Bitcoin. Let me say it again. Never sell your Bitcoin. Every one of you. Never sell your Bitcoin. Let me say it again. Never sell your Bitcoin. We have to talk about Bitcoin. Never sell your Bitcoin. We have to talk about all these. Never sell your Bitcoin. 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 We will keep each and every Bitcoin. Never sell your Bitcoin. Bitcoin. On day 1, I will fire Gary Gensler. So please say thank you, President Trump. Thank you very much. Oh, you're going to be very happy with Bitcoin. Bitcoin. In just 15 years, Bitcoin has gone from merely an idea posted anonymously on an internet message board to being the 9th most valuable asset anywhere in the world. Can you believe that? Every one of you. Never sell your Bitcoin. Let me say it again. Never sell your Bitcoin. I stand.
Well,
never sell your Bitcoins. Yeah, maybe I give some words about this project. What
inspired you to never sell your Bitcoin?
Well, the poverty today and the inflation basically inspires me never to sell my Bitcoin. But how the project goes, it's Proof of Rock, as you can read and hear, and it's about rock music. So Matan and I, we just thought about it. Maybe we create some heavy music, and then we take some people from the Bitcoin community, because we really wanted to go into this wave lake, this Bitcoin platform, and we thought, all right, there is a lot of things to do there. So we called it Proof of Rock, as proof of work, and we started to sample those people like Michael Saylor. He was the first one we sampled, talking about Bitcoin being the superior asset, and yeah, it's also there on Drip. People can listen to that. And then we thought, okay, how we can expand. And then Trump started his whole rally thing with Bitcoin all of a sudden. And this is pure gold. I mean, you can love this guy, you can hate him, but he definitely knows how to sell. And he's so funny, Donald Trump. He's a crazy man.
He is. He's a crazy man. Yeah, he's definitely very comedical. He's a great entertainer.
Yeah, absolutely. And he got the perfect voice for this because he got the raspiness sometimes, and he knows how to scream and the grittiness, and it just goes well with the distortions. Like this one, for example, he said this I took from the conference, the Bitcoin conference that where was it last time? In Miami? No, I forgot where it was. Maybe in Nashville. And that was the first time that before he was a president, but it was already known that he probably will get chosen. And he just went there and talked with all the people about Bitcoin, and he was saying those words that all the Bitcoiners really want to hear, like never sell your Bitcoin, that he will fire Gary Gensler. He was showing how Bitcoin is climbing slowly in the top asset classes. It was just pure gold to sample it. And so what is funny that every time he said Bitcoin, I sampled it and then I just layered it. And in the end, you can hear it like I think it's 4 different Bitcoins that he's saying, and somehow it created a beautiful major chord without even my intention. So yeah, maybe God really touched them, by dodging the bullet.
Some
I don't know,
theories.
man. Reality is weird
that.
lately.
Fresh has disappeared completely off the screen on this one. He's not. Where'd you disappear for? You normally are all about the conspiracy theories and stuff, man. You should have been like, oh yeah, you should have like.
I was laughing, man.
Oh, okay. Right.
And he's different. He's different after dodging the bullet. That he just go and scratch his ear. That's crazy. I mean, since then he's a different person.
He's more gangster now.
I mean, wouldn't you feel like God had your back?
It will be the ultimate trip, right?
Because like you got to think about it. If he didn't go to look,
oh boy,
his head would be blown off.
Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. But what if it never happened?
We will never know because he got his ear shot. That's all we know.
Every time I think about all those crazy stages of the world and the big governments, I think about Harry Potter and this movie. I mean, it looks so real, right? If you watch it, you're just there fully immersed, and I'm pretty sure the government's got way more budget than the production of Harry Potter. So imagine what they can do.
Oh yeah,
how much they can alter your reality visuals.
Have you seen NASA's green screen? NASA has the biggest green screen in the world. It's massive.
What do they need that for? What do they need?
I don't know.
Screen at NASA. That's
to go to space, obviously.
Man.
So where are they green screening? They have like a huge green screen studio.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting. Yeah, what do we know? We know nothing.
We know nothing. It's all simulation.
It is.
That's what it is, man. Everything, man. There's robots out here walking amongst us. I'm pretty sure. I know some people around this area. They just act like robots all the time. Maybe it's the myth. I don't know.
Yeah, in Germany, you can say there are many robots here as well. Shout out to Germany. Yeah, but you know what's funny? The more tougher Germans are, since they legalized weed here last April, man, the Germans are fucking professionals in growing weed. All of a sudden, when they're allowed to do that, wow.
Man, weed changes everything. It's the miracle plant.
Yeah,
it is a miracle plant. They try to keep it from us. So many people are unjustly locked in jail for it. And now you can buy it at gas stations while people are still sitting in jail who was selling. Like, it's just ridiculous what they do.
Yeah.
But
this plant, it's like the Bitcoin of the plant world, right? The cannabis.
Never sell your weed, man. Never sell your weed, man. Smoke that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole family also hemp. You can basically create everything that you need for humanity only with this one plant.
That's true. This is true. Like all the futures in the markets would not exist. It would just be one hemp future for everything. Everything would be
very bright future. Yeah.
And you would just always long it.
Yeah.
Because it would always continue to go up.
Yeah, until they start growing hemp in Mars and everywhere else. Mars.
I'm pretty sure it can also survive there in Mars and create some atmosphere and start a whole life cycle. You know, if
it'll
you
evolve.
seep
Yeah,
there.
it might change a little bit. It might get a little new strain or something. It might make your titties turn nuclear for a few minutes when you're high. But hey,
life finds a way, my bro. Life
that's
finds
what
a
I'm
way.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So with that, there's a couple of things going through my head. The first question I want to ask about that track is, how was the instrumental made that you sampled Trump over?
So this one specifically, Matan sent me some drums that he did.
Okay, so he's playing the drums, actual drums, drum machine. Okay, nice.
This one was a drum machine specifically, but he is a great drummer. So everything he does, it comes from real value and real experience of playing the drums. And then he just sent it to me. And in the beginning, I thought, that's a weird beat. You know, if someone will play it now and they will just start to separate the beat from the music, and imagine there are no guitars, no trump, no nothing. So it was a bit strange for me. I could not really connect with that. But then I thought, okay, if it's strange, let me be weird as well. And then I start to create this riff. It's on drop D. For those guitarists within us, then it's heavy as fuck. And because it's drop D, it's easy to do power chords. So we can just go and travel. And instead of going with the normal movements, I decided to maybe to finish with half step up, for example. And then it created this like playful, heavy riff. And okay, now we got the riff, we got some idea, we got some movement going on. There was still no trump there. So the whole thing just set aside, waiting for the right person to come and preach the Bitcoin out there. And yeah, there it was, the Bitcoin conference in 24. And we were watching it live, both of us. And while I was watching it live, I was recording the whole stream on audio. And the moment that I also marked it, so I know the great parts that definitely are good moments. And yeah, afterwards I just chopped it, and it's more like it's a refinement process. So it's kind of meditation. You need really to understand what are the most powerful moments. So for me, it's mostly if I feel some emotional connection, or maybe he's saying some words that I hear all the time in the Twitter, or people around me talking about those kind of things related to Bitcoin. So that's what I was looking for. And now when I have all of this, with the process itself, it starts to make sense. I noticed there are many times that he was saying Bitcoin. And I thought, okay, maybe I can take the Bitcoin and sometimes I can put it with a snare. So there is the drums, and then once in a while when he hits the snare, you hear Bitcoin in stereo. So 2 Donald Trumps just coming at you all around you. And then also the sentences start to fall apart just naturally. You think, how can I tell a story with all of this? How can I really take the essence of the whole presentation or the whole speech that Trump had there? And it just started to build itself, and sometimes it made sense right away. So I was putting some sentences and they give a nice meaning, but sometimes it did not make sense. So that was the meditation part, just to understand where it doesn't feel so comfortable for me, where I know it can be better, and then to look for other parts. And yeah, in the end, it turned out the way it is. So I'm very happy. That's one of my favorite tracks, actually.
Nice. Stash, have you checked that out? Is that one? I know you've been following Proof of Rock, but is that one of your favorites too, the Bitcoin one? You got any other favorite ones that stand out to you? Oh, we can't hear you. I think your mic's muted.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Sorry about that. The Michael Saylor one is really good too.
Oh yeah, okay. I haven't
Which
heard
one?
that one.
We have 2 with Sailor.
Oh, there's 2 sailors.
The first one.
The first one.
What if this is just an idea I'm throwing out? You went like the stash in you space and clipped a bunch of stash in you clips and made a song with that. That'd be funny because there's a lot of crazy stuff main stash says.
For sure.
Yeah, like you're gonna get so many crazy clips and stuff like that. Or
yeah, it could be cool, yeah.
Or
like some heavy stash.
Yeah.
The episode where he was on shrooms is a good, really, really, really good one.
Which episode? What are we talking about? Who said mushrooms?
That was I don't know if it was a stash NU community. They have a lot of Twitter spaces.
He was doing one of Quix's space on a Friday night. And
oh, is Quix doing? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And he was going to take a THC edible, and it was supposed to be a gummy, and he grabbed a chocolate because the show was getting ready to start, and it was a mushroom chocolate, not a gummy. He didn't know, so he took that, and then his wife said something like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "I ate a chocolate." She's like, "Those are mushrooms," and he started tripping for the first time on the show. It was funny as shit.
Oh man,
that's amazing.
I'll find it. I'll post it.
That would be hilarious. You can also do like darker things, like the WEF World Econ Forum and Klaus Schwab. What have you do? Took some of his sound bites to 2030. You don't know nothing and be happy, and make it like really heavy metal dark.
Didn't he step down the day that the Pope died?
Did he really?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean, Klaus Schwab, he was the starter of the World Econ Forum.
He's gone now.
Where'd he go?
Darth Vader's gone. Palpatine will rise.
Who's Palpatine? The United States Pope?
No. Whoever took fucking Klaus Schwab's place.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say the United States Pope, man. He's gotta be the hero, man. He's like Obi-Wan Kenobi Pope.
Nice.
Obi Pope Kenobi.
Popey-Wan Kenobi, bro.
Popey-Wan Kenobi. That's pretty good.
It's the name of weed. What is it?
Yeah, hey, it could be a weed.
It should be.
The Holy One, Your Highness.
Yeah, there you go. It's also Catholic. Could be some secrets to that weed. Anyway,
what's the music scene like in Berlin?
Good question.
In Berlin, well, if you guys into techno, Berlin is one of the best places for techno.
Mm-hmm.
There are apparently crazy parties. It's not really my cup of tea. I tried. I really, really tried. I really wanted to understand this music and to enjoy it, but I don't take the same drugs, I think. So it's not really on my taste.
So hold on. You guys set this imagery up for us. You said you really tried. So you were in like a techno club, phone party going on. Everybody's tripping on ecstasy, and you're there just stoned, just like, oh fuck, this is crazy.
Well, I had a lot of experience with techno and trance music, but I was never forcing myself into parties. I did spend a lot of time in festivals in Europe. I have some good friends of mine in Berlin. One of the first connections that I got. Basically, I moved here in 2017. All my life, I was grown in Jerusalem, the holy city. And then I moved here. And I met some people, and what they're doing, they call themselves Veggie Pirates. Really cool people. So they have a falafel stand, and they just travel around festivals in Europe. And they're huge festivals. There is Boom Festival in Portugal, which is 1 week of 40,000 people that go into this desert place with a big artificial lake around it. Really, really amazing place. Like the modern hippies. So this is the vibe there. There is also
Veggie Pirates. Is that what you said?
Veggie Pirates. Veggie, exactly. Sure. Because it's all veggie. There is also the veggie kebab, which is from Satan. It's called Satan for a reason. This thing is fucking evil. I don't know how vegetarians eat this. It's pure gluten. This Satan thing. It's not digesting at all. Eat meat. It's better. It's better to eat meat.
I agree.
Eat meat. I have to ask, what was it like growing up in Jerusalem?
Interesting. It's a very interesting place. More in the fucked up way. There's so many things going on there. It's a very old city, also in the mentality of the city. So it's quite religious from all the religions. Then Friday evening, nothing is really going on. Everything is closed. Saturday as well until the evening. But it's cool. There was
Shabbat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no Jewish clubs? They don't got no nightclubs on Friday night?
Friday night, bro. Not on Friday night. No.
There's no trance techno clubs going on?
No. God said no, my bro. God said no.
That's why we come to Berlin to sin.
What year did you go to Berlin?
So did you grow up religious?
No, it's all around me, you know. So you have all the religions around you. So there are a lot of influences from Judaism, of course, because I'm coming from this community. So you know, to sit in the synagogue and not understand anything. Then you have all the Muslims around you. So you also get a little bit of that as well into you. And Israel itself, it's a melting pot. You know, there are many Jewish people coming from all over the world. So my mixture, for example, that's a weird mixture. My dad's side, they're coming from Europe, from Lithuania, Poland area. And from my mom's side, they come from Baghdad, from Iraq. So I have this clash of cultures, you know. Arabic, it sounds very natural to me. I can understand the language. I can understand the culture. You know, it's almostly identical, the Middle Eastern and our culture to the Israeli culture. But then, you know, you have all this conflict around you, and there is so much violence. So it's a weird place to be in. But luckily, I found my tribe, my metal tribe there in Jerusalem. You know, they don't care about anything but just to drink beer and listen to music. That's the religion that we have there. And there is a great music scene in Israel, actually, because it's such a small place. Yeah, it's such a small place, and everyone knows everyone. So if you want to be someone that can make a living from music, you have to be really, really, really good. And you really have to push yourself. Also, because the borders are not really open around Israel, it's quite difficult to, you know, to go outside. If you want to go to Europe, for example, to tour a little bit, it's a whole production. You have to get your tickets to the airplanes and get all your equipment, or to manage to get equipment there. So then, you know, it's a swamp that everyone there know everyone. And also the band back in Israel, you know, that's my dream since I was 12, just to go on stages and play music and to crank the volume no matter what instrument it is. And yeah, that's how my music basically started. After the military, that everyone have to do in Israel, then I was just full-time doing music, going on stages, trying to figure it out how to get the most of the attention from the people, to make them come for the concerts, how to create some visual ideas, because we are a metal band, and of course it just makes sense to worship Satan. So we were some nice ceremonies on stage.
So crazy in Israel too.
We have to balance the holiness, man.
That's got to be like the most sacrilegious place that you could ever worship Satan.
That's
like
the most heaviest metal
world.
band you could possibly be, though. I mean, come on.
I mean, if you're gonna be metal, like, yeah, that's probably like the most metal thing you can do.
Yeah, you know, it's like Christian communities where they really shove Christianity into the people, and it's all around them. They have the most evil thoughts as well. It just makes sense.
Perfect. So, what do you play? Different instruments, or do you sing also? Like, what all do you do? Everything.
So, guitar is my main instrument.
Okay.
And it's funny. I never wanted to play guitar to begin with. I always wanted to play drums. That is my natural instrument. I was always drawn into the rhythms, to find the grooves. It just come natural for me to listen to music and to understand if the note is higher or lower, to understand which chord is it. It's major, minor. It's like I'm completely blind, music-wise. So for me, it did not really make any sense. But also it did not make sense for my parents to have drum kit. So guitar was the next best thing. And I was learning a lot of Metallica music in the beginning, you know, Master of Puppets, Sanitarium, all those classical stuff, all those legendary songs. And I was playing them on classical music, classical guitar, I mean. So that was a rough beginning. What was the question again? I got to a different point, maybe.
I forgot.
You were talking about how you started guitar and
Yeah, so the guitar was the only thing I had. I had to channel everything there. And I did not really want to play the guitar actually this whole time, but I kept on practicing and I got better and better. And then I started to play with people around me. And I also did a tribute to Guns N' Roses. That was one of the bands that I grew up on. Slash is one of the legends. He's such a great guitarist, and I was just mimicking everything possible from him to get into my playing, into my musical DNA. that was my first real big gig, actually. It was in front of like 200 people, 300-ish people. It was pretty great, and we had a lot of musicians as well from the local scene. So I got as well those connections with people. And since then, I started to get the people, to know them, and you get more and more opportunities. I made another tribute to a band called Outer Bridge, which are a crazy band. The crazy singer Miles Kennedy, and it's basically the band Creed without the singer, with a different singer with more energy, and they're very heavy as well. So we did another tribute there in Israel. Also came like around 200 people, and in this time I started this original music band called Ganza. So it was like Ganja but Ganza. And we had the logo with a big leaf, and we had a huge flag around us, behind us in the drum set. And we were just smoking weed on stage and, making heavy music. People say it was kind of a mixture between Pearl Jam and Pantera. It was very groovy, very heavy. And I keep on doubling down on my guitar skills. But, all this time, I never really wanted to play guitar. And I did not even knew that myself. But I was just getting better and better, just learning how Dimebag Darrell from Pantera is also one of my biggest teachers. And there was a time that I was just afraid to learn what he's doing because it sounded so unnatural and superhuman. But I broke it down and I started with this long process of discovering Dimebag Darrell and just studying basically everything that he ever did. And I got better and better and better. And it was a year before I left to Berlin that I had a big and mind-opening LSD trip in the Dead Sea. And this is the moment where I internally and externally understood that I never wanted to play guitar for this whole time. And I'm like 20, 26, 27, and I'm playing guitar already for 15 years, which is most of my life at this point. And I'm thinking, damn, I never want to play guitar. I always wanted to play drums.
Now,
why do I have guitar? Why did I put all this time and practice in there?
What was going on? Hold on, what was going on when this LSD trip at the Dead Sea that led you to this? You can't just start with, I was doing LSD at the Dead Sea, and then I had this great premonition. What happened in between there that led to that premonition? Because I can imagine doing LSD in the Dead Sea. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy place. And somehow, most of the times, if not all of them, when I had a really intense and deep LSD experience, there were always a full moon. And the Dead Sea, it's a very dark place. Not many people are living in this area. It's really hot and very dry. So you have little civilization there. And the sky are just completely being lighted from the moon. And it's an incredible experience. It's like you're sunbathing, but with the moon. Just absorb all the moonlight. It's very different energy. But then it's
a very divine place, though, my bro. Like, but for a Satan worshiper, isn't that weird?
Well, Satan is part of God, right?
No.
Satan likes LSD.
I don't know.
It's all the same, It's all the same. You have the plus and the minus, man. It's all the same. Satan can be also God.
As above, so below.
Yeah, exactly like that. So I don't know what really happened in this trip, but there are many ideas that are coming to me. When we are on those chemicals, on those influences, I feel like there is a higher authority or higher spirit that can channel down or can have this connection with us, and we can download a lot of information. And it's like a big package that we can all of a sudden have and download that to our brain. Sometimes it's very difficult to us to understand what exactly we're experiencing.
I used to call it like connecting to the neural net, you're connecting to the universe. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Universe is a word for it. Universe.
Yeah, just all the information is accessible, and then some stuff are staying and sticking a bit more. I also have guitar with me when I'm tripping. It's also a great way for me to channel the energy. it can be very creative, and to think about new patterns music-wise. It's also helped me to break and create new patterns in other places. It's all of them. It's very the same in the end.
So you were
me playing.
You were on LSD playing the guitar in the Dead Sea.
Yeah, moonbathing.
Moonbathing, playing guitar.
Out of my mind.
Was the music notes visible? Did you see the music notes coming from the guitar?
I don't know. It's I just get lost. I'm not there at all. I don't even remember what I'm playing when I'm really in the moment. When I'm sober and when I'm tripping, sometimes it just takes me into places that I have no idea where I'm going to be. Sometimes it feels like a dream, especially on trip when you take those psychedelics. It's like a dream, and it's very difficult to really go back to the thought and to understand what you had. But the feeling is there. The feeling is. It's the most important for me. I know what it felt like, and if I want to go back to this feeling, I just need to find it again and see how I can recreate it. So I have no idea what I played, but I remember the feeling of me trying to get something rhythm and to get the rhythm really, chopped nicely like a drummer. And then that was the moment I realized, what the fuck am I doing with the guitar? I want to be a drummer. This is so crazy. I know I got all those skills and I can play crazy solos and heavy riffs and doing all those, these acrobatics on the guitar. But man, I want to play drums. And then somehow the idea, okay, what if I take all the drums exercises? Because in the end, drumming is just left and right. That's all it is. Either you divide it into 2, 4, 8, or you divide to 3, 9. Maybe you can divide 3 and 4s together, maybe 5 and 2. So it's always kind of the same, about 4 and 3. And also had this understanding while I was playing the guitar. And I thought, okay, maybe I can just take those practice exercises for drummers and implement it on the guitar. Because when you pick, it's up and down, left and right. It's the same motion. But then guitar is a bit more complex in the fact that you can create notes and you can play multiple notes and create harmonies. And then the whole complexion of the music. Yeah, that's how it came to me. And since then, I became like a way better guitarist, which is interesting because now I understand that I love to play drums. And now I take all this passion for playing the drums and the rhythm and I put it into guitar. So it gives me more and more excitement when I play the guitar.
Yeah, I can tell just talking to you, you have a real passion for music and playing guitar and drums, and that you're probably better than most musicians out there because of that. Like your skills there's a difference in people who have a true passion for it than people who just do it for fun or a hobby or something like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know about the passion. I think it just, for me as a kid, it was a great way for me to channel my emotions. Sometimes I could not really find the words, how to express my emotions, or sometimes the people that I would express my emotions to, they might not understand it or they might cancel it. But the guitar was just there, this is the guitar, and you can play songs that you can channel those emotions that you want to feel and to give them a place to be. You can do that, or you can create a whole new landscapes. So you can have even different emotions with music that maybe no one knew about them, but this very specific way of getting them out can create very unique piece of music that people can understand what is it that I want them to feel.
Absolutely. You can also use a guitar to whack somebody with too if they're not getting it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just whack somebody with a whole drum set, but a guitar is perfect when you flip it upside down. Yeah. A lot of WCW back in the day.
Yeah. Then I think all those hours of me just expressing my emotions, in the end, if you want to be good at something, it's all about putting the hours and the time and just to grind it. And it doesn't matter if there are passion or not. You can just be good at it.
For sure.
Yep.
So what do you think about all the AI in music now? Coming from your background and live drummer, live guitar player, all that.
It's amazing. AI is amazing. Many musicians won't agree with me. Many artists won't agree with me. And I think the simple reason is that it's exactly what I said a minute ago. It's all about putting a lot of hours to become good. And AI seems to bypass all those hours. It just gives you good stuff. Or more to say, average and polished stuff. So if you're an artist and you spend your whole time taking a pen and making the perfect circle, and making this face that looks so real with emotions, then AI can create it in seconds. Then what meaning all of my decades of practice got now that AI can do it so easily? But it's just natural, it's natural. We don't really know how good it can be, because right now we have the things that are the worst that we can probably experience. So it just gets better from here. And already there are great use cases for this. There is Suno. You guys probably know Suno. Have you heard about it?
I've been working on Suno a lot, doing a lot of different stuff with it.
It's incredible. It's really, really good. Sometimes you don't need a whole production just to create some jingle with some logo, with some brand name, like a logo.
Well, I use it for shorts for my podcast. So like, our like branding is like 70s funk music. And so I get it to create like 4-minute long 70s funk like instrumentals. And then I turn it really low and I put it as the background music for the shorts.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It's so much better than having to now like either use like say royalty free music, which is always shit, or pay somebody to create this for you. Like I make like every episode, so we do 2 episodes a week. If you do like 4 shorts from every episode, like I need like 6 albums worth of stuff for every 6 months.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
Let's work that deal out. Let's get the ChatGPT out of the contract. You don't need that. You don't need that Suno stuff, man. You just need my Suno stuff. That's all I'm saying. It's very interesting.
Suno, pay me to use Suno.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be still a skill gap in using Suno from my experience versus somebody who's never done music before using it, because it's an AI, so the prompting is everything, and there's a lot more that you can do with Suno than I think people realize yet. There's been a lot of stuff that I've been putting out that I think kind of pushes the bounds of Suno with actual song structures and put my own lyrics in it. It was like one of the things I like about it is it's hard to get collabs as fast as I make songs. So there'll be like a chorus that I want to have out, and maybe I want a woman singing it, and I can't go find a woman, or I don't want to go pay Miley Cyrus $100,000 for her to snort it all on coke, and then you know what I'm saying. So Suno gives you like it's just so many different things. It's a great tool. So I'm with you. I used to be against the AI music and stuff, but I think if you're a skilled musician already, you're already going to still be. You're not going to be in danger of it replacing you if you're using it.
The day it all changed is when we were creating songs on Suno, just fucking around with it, like, oh, it's okay, and we made a song, and like. The song was so good that we got chills. Yeah. And like, if AI is giving you emotional responses, like, it's at that level now where like this is creating quality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because really with AI, the level's already there when it comes out. It's just humans catching up to what they can do with the AI. So I think in music, we're still far way away with what all can be done. But I think
and when you think about it, AI, it's basically the extension of the creative process. It's the same thing, but on a higher frequency. As a musician, as a guitarist, as a songwriter, what I really do, I just do the same thing as AI, but way slower. I try many ideas.
Well, that's also true. What I like about it is that, like, say that kid that's at home and he's got a microphone or like a pair of headphones or whatever, but he doesn't have access to like an engineer and
Right.
you know, like a producer and like all these different things. And he's like, oh, I have this idea for a song. Now he can use Suno, add his vocals in, have Suno make the like build the song around his vocals, and he's got a full studio team for $20 a month.
Yeah, fully mixed, fully mastered.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar sounds
and
great.
Stemmed out too. Like that's the
you
other
can get the stems
thing.
from Suno.
Yes, Suno
This I did not
stems
know.
it out.
Yeah.
So you get like separated drum, separated bass, or you get
Separated
even individual
vocals.
channels from drums.
I'm not
like
sure.
A hi-hat channel and snare.
I'm not sure if you get individual channels from drums, but like you'll get like a vocal channel, like a guitar channel, a drum channel.
Oh, this is wild! I did not know they have this feature.
Yeah, they've got
crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things. Like you could make a whole song and then upload it and have the AI remix it or cover it, and it'd be a whole different song.
Yeah,
or be
you can make a whole album only with one song. I tried with a friend of mine, Adar Al-Fandari, which is also on Drip. You can search him up. He's making this indie rock music, but in a crazy and funky way. He got a really cool vibe, and they got a song called Jessica. It's a really beautiful song, and I told him, hey, just send me the lyrics. I will run it through Suno with some prompts, and let's see what comes out. And maybe I generated like 30 songs out of it. Some of them were insanely good, and it was also so interesting to see how AI can solve some things, because his music is not symmetric. It's not the pop 4x4 that you all know, and you have all the structure. Sometimes it just cuts it maybe like in the beat 3 just for one frame. So also the text, it's not really balanced in a nice way, and it was so incredible to see all the solutions that Suno brings out, that some of them were really creative and some of them, they just prepare you the bam and wow, how could it even thought about it? It was mind-blowing. And you can take this song Jessica and just create different versions, and then you have another album which is the same kind of song but such different perspectives on that song.
That's an interesting concept. I hadn't even thought about doing anything like that. Whole album of the same song redone by AI. That sounds dope.
In all different genres and all kinds of stuff.
There's going to be 500 stash anthems now for my 4 stash anthems.
Nice. Some Crunk Swamp Blues.
Crunk Swamp Blues stash anthem. Oh man, I just want to hear my rapping back after Suno goes through it, and because I bet it changes the voice and stuff too. That's gonna be some weird shit. I gotta try it. I tried that. Yeah.
I think you can also just give Suno some melody, and it creates a whole song based off this melody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Timbaland used it to complete a song that he had.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's really crazy.
I entered that competition to remix that song, and it was a whole different entire song, and I think it was better than the original. It wasn't even the same type of song or anything. It was beautiful.
Man, that's wild. That's wild. It just shortens the whole process. If you're a very creative person and you have good style, it will just make you work faster and even more efficient. It can even amplify the whole style that you bring out, because now you don't need to think about all the technical and the mundane stuff. You can just go and let your creativity flow.
Yep, or help you create new styles and stuff like that.
Yeah, even give you new ideas that cannot even exist in your brain because you're not wired like that.
It's true. That's true. That's good stuff.
Are you optimistic, guys, about the future of AI in music? What do you think about it?
I'm of two minds. I'm optimistic and I enjoy it and I think that it's cool, but I definitely think this is the wrong use of AI. I think that we want AI to do the menial things so that we can create, not make AI create so that we can have more time to like serve the man. You know what I'm trying to say? But at the same time, like again, like if you're using it as a tool and like you're adding this to your repertoire of how you create, how can I say anything?
You will serve our United
States. It's like going from analog to digital, right? Like it's just a new era. Yeah, it's just a new era of creation.
You will serve your United States Pope, and you will like it when you talk about the man like that. This is 2 episodes so far. I'm going on with this United States Pope thing. Probably another 6 episodes. I'll continue that. But anyway,
what if Trump will be the Pope one day?
Bro, Pope Trump is crazy. I can see the meme coins flying right now on Pump Fun.
If
he's gonna be
they are.
So this is supposed to be the last Pope, right? Like there's some kind of like
I heard that.
So
but that ain't accurate because there's 2 popes. There's a dark Pope. There's the assassin Pope.
There's also a red Pope.
Yeah, so it's 3 popes.
Yeah, but so what's gonna happen is this is gonna be the last Pope, and then all the 3 Abrahamic religions are gonna merge into like a Megatron religion. It's gonna be called Judeo-Chrislam. And Trump's going to be the first Pope of Judeo-Chrislam.
Dude, that sounds like a great dish at a restaurant. I got to get me some Judeo-Chrislam soon, man. What kind of sauce comes with that?
Sesame sauce. Sesame sauce with extra chilies.
Sesame sauce. Oh, how did you say Szechuan? Let's do a sesame Szechuan.
Spicy one.
Spicy one. Oh, spicy one.
It will be a sauce that you really enjoy, but then you regret it when it comes from the other side.
Exactly. My favorite kind of sauce.
And the word will be the ultimate proof that we are living in a simulation once this vision is going to exist.
If that happens and I'm alive for it, yeah, I'm definitely going to, yeah, this simulation has gone too far. What did you say? Judeo-Chrislam?
Yep.
That's so wild.
Would it be allowed to eat pig in this religion?
I don't know. I mean, listen, all 3 of them technically tell you not to eat pigs, so I don't think so.
Also Christianity?
Yeah, of course. They follow the Torah.
So why is it?
What do you mean? They follow the Torah, but then they had the New Testament, of course, bro. What are you talking about?
Man, bacon is too good, y'all. It's all true.
Yeah, but then you don't follow Jesus. That's okay. You don't follow any of those religions. That's okay.
You think back then, if Jesus was hungry and there was no animals around but some pig, he wasn't going to try a little bacon?
No, bro. He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights walking through the desert, didn't he?
Yeah, 41 nights. He got hungry and had a fucking pile of bacon.
With Moshe, didn't he? Didn't Moshe do it too?
There was a 40-day, 40 night.
Eat it, bro.
What happened on the 41?
No, they wouldn't.
What happened on 41?
Not pig. Not pig.
Bacon.
No.
How do you know?
No.
Was you there? That may have been all he found. He might have wandered so far away. That's all he could find.
He wouldn't have ate it.
How do you know?
Because it says that you're not.
He might be eating a Wendy's Baconator right now.
Nah, bro. In
Wendy's, I want my promo.
No, bro. Both old and new. Listen, bro. Both. I'm very biblically literate. Okay. both Old and New Testament, sins get cast into pigs, bro. You're not supposed to technically eat them.
Thins taste great. I like them fried.
Okay, but listen, but now you're talking about Jesus eating it, right? So like for Jesus to have died for anybody's sins, he has to be perfect. That means he didn't eat no sins. No,
dude, if you can die for it, you can eat it.
Nah, you're tripping, bro. Listen.
Listen, if you can die for it, you can eat it. That's what I'm saying. If you're willing to die for it, then you can eat it.
If it tastes good, you eat it.
Exactly. If you survival of the fittest, you eat it.
Okay. Have parasites, my bro. That's fine.
What parasites?
In pork.
Man.
What parasites?
I was brought up not to eat raw fish. I love raw fish. I eat it all the time. I've never gotten sick on raw fish.
Nobody told you not to eat raw fish.
Oh yeah, growing up everywhere, you don't eat raw fish.
Yeah, but nobody. Who told you that?
Everybody.
None of the Abrahamic books tell you not to eat raw fish, my bro.
No, I'm talking about just in culture.
What's the translation of pig? Maybe they meant wild boar because you're not really supposed to eat wild boar. It's gamey.
No, bro. No swine. No hoof. No cloven hooves, bro. It's very specific.
I love wild boar. That's good.
Bro, can we get off? Can we get off religion, bro?
You're right. Let's talk.
I thought we were talking about food. Who was talking about religion?
Yeah, we're talking about Judeo-Chrislam on the menu right now. Okay.
Yes,
This
no
episode
pig,
is super
no pig,
canceled,
bro.
This episode is not going anywhere. YouTube is going to be very mad.
Bro,
about this episode.
listen. We only have this on X
right now,
and we lost a viewer, and that doesn't happen on X. like if somebody leaves, it doesn't go down.
Oh, we triggered somebody.
It went down, so somebody's offended.
All right, that's okay. I hope they will come back and handle their fears and their traumas.
It's probably somebody like me who's mad that people aren't eating bacon. I thought you weren't supposed to waste food. Well, guess what? You can't
Who
waste
told
the
you
bacon.
bacon was food, bro?
Who told you it wasn't? They
Listen,
said
bro, I
don't eat
eat
it. They didn't
bacon,
say
but-
that you can't eat it.
You're talking about Judeo-Chrislam, bro, not me.
Why did they? Let me ask you this: why did they have to put it in there to tell you not to eat it if you couldn't eat it in the first place? Who was already eating it? And they're like, "No, stop eating it. You guys can't be eating it."
Because they were getting sick.
Were they, or was it so good and them people was jealous? Like, man, why are they so happy? If you've done the science on bacon, is
Why are they getting so fat?
It is similar. It's the same receptor as heroin. Bacon is a drug.
Have you ever smelled what it smells like when a human is cooking?
Delicious.
Do you know what we call human meat, bro?
Chicken.
It's called long pig, bro.
Long pig.
Yeah, like there's
Who
so
calls
many
it long
reasons
pig?
why that's what it's called in the English language.
Well, if it tastes like pig, it tastes great. I see why cannibals are cannibals.
My
I agree.
ladies and gentlemen.
But you know, so some cultures have different way to consume food. Cannibalism is one way to say that. But there is a tribe in Africa, and what they do, they mix the milk of their cows with the blood of the cows.
Yeah,
They make this kind of a mixture. They say it's very tasty. If you tasted real milk, you know that it can be very, very tasty. But I never tasted it. But it's interesting, it works. It works for them as well.
Man, cultures make blood sausages and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
that's the thing. Your taste or what you brought up on.
I'm not
You
eating
don't
no
know
blood
what you
sausage.
You eat what you taste, or your taste buds react to what you already have tasted, and if it likes it, then it likes it, right? So it doesn't matter where you're from or anything, but the point still remains: it's survival of the fittest. And Jesus would have ate that bacon. 41 nights in, if
My
there was
bro,
nothing but a
He
pig
caved.
around.
He caved after 40.
Bro, you understand the point of the New Testament is that Jesus is God?
New Testament. Why did you have to write a new one? That sounds like some bullshit. If the old one wasn't good enough, why should we go with the new one? I think the old one was fine. And then somebody came around and was like, "Oh, we need to remix this."
The Old
like
Testament tells you exactly why they needed a New Testament, my bro. You ever heard of Moloch?
You ever heard of the Older Testament?
You ever heard of people praying to a golden cow, bro? A golden bull statue, bro?
Yeah.
You
Look
know?
at me.
Anyways, bro, can we get off religion, bro? I'm not here to give Bible study, man.
No, now we're going to translate. We're going to transition.
You're going to Transylvania.
Yes, we're going to Transylvania, and we're going to prove.
So you want a vampire? You want a vampire in Judeo-Chrislam?
There already is.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Elon's a vampire. Look at him.
I was thinking
Mars.
evil John Connor, but we could go there.
Well, yeah, he's both.
Yeah,
The evil
both.
John Connor vampire.
Evil John Connor vampire. Okay.
Yeah. The Terminator before dawn.
Evil John Connor Blade.
This is crazy. Anyway, you're getting off my transition, a perfect transition. Now this is not going to
good.
fit at all. No, this is a good transition. So, Ohad the Pigeon sounds like Norse Viking. And metal music also has a lot of Norse Viking influence. So, you also look similar to Floki in the fourth season of the Vikings. There's got to be some Viking influence here to Ohad the Pigeon. And are you not religious because you believe in the Norse religion? Are you a Norse pagan? Did I figure it out?
Well, Ohad is son of Simeon, son of Shimon, right?
Simeon.
So it's a very biblical name, right? But
Shimon,
the pigeon maybe.
Maybe the pigeon. Yeah, I might have some Nordic DNA inside of me. probably there is some percentage for sure. We all mix somehow in the same swamp, the cosmic swamp. We got a little bit of everything,
including bacon that you have to eat. All right, anyway.
Bacon. Man, I eat everything. I really don't care. And it's not about me not being religious. I think I'm one of the biggest religious persons out there. Just it depends if you want to commit to a certain culture or just find your way. And I prefer to find my own way. One of the biggest scam that I grew to expose, it's the kosher food. And I think the same with halal. So what does it mean, basically? It means, first of all, that the animal needs to grow in a healthy space and a healthy place, which is not really what is going on in most of the commercial growth that we have. And then you need to slaughter it like in a really specific spot on the neck, so it will suffer the most, the least. So
I was like, damn, man, that's great. You gotta make it suffer the most.
Too much of this, I'm sorry. Maybe it was my little Tourette, I don't know. But the animal needs to be healthy to begin with. The whole growth process, this is the most important. And then you want to slaughter it with the least pain. And this is not the case at all of what's going on. The case in the end that some rabbi goes and then he gets some money to put only the stamp and to approve it. But there is nothing kosher behind it. So what are we doing here? Are we really practicing religious, or we just put some costumes and pretend? So, man, I don't believe what I see. I believe the actions more than what people are wearing, and it's just nice to understand. If you want to go to the good shit, you need to make an effort. And I really believe there is God, and I believe that God is guiding me, and He gives me what I need and all the tools that I need in every moment. So I have a lot of faith in God, in the world, in the universe, and also believe that it's just a whole big mind game in the end. And here we are, 4 people just talking over the internet, having this connection that would be so surreal if you would tell it to someone 100 years back.
Yeah, this is literally a simulation of us 4 being in a place together. It's not even real.
Just think about how crazy that is, though, for real. Like, to somebody 100 years ago, you got someone in Berlin, someone in Toronto, someone in West Palm, and someone in Tennessee, all having a conversation right now in real time.
Yeah, and we're creating something together. I mean, this whole podcast, there is a vibe to it. There is its own entity.
Absolutely.
With everything that went on, all the jokes and the Bitcoins and Trump and the religion stuff, and that is the whole existence. And when people talk about God, this is just everything around us, and it's everything within everything within everything. There is a really nice story that I've seen somewhere on the internet about this. When you have 2 babies and one of them is a pessimist, one of them is an optimist, and they're still unborn, so they're still in the womb. And the positive one says, "Hey, you know about mother?" And the pessimist one says, "No, there is no mother. We're just here by ourselves. This is the universe that we have. We get our nourishment from this mother, but we never seen her." Yeah, exactly. But we never seen her. So what is this mother? And the optimist says, "It's all around us. It's all around us. Mom is what gives us all the nourishment, all the food that we need. This is what keeps us protected. This is the whole existence that we are in, and it's all around us. So it's just everywhere, and it's within us as well because we came from there." And then the pessimist says, "Yeah, but then when we go through the hole, that's it. No more mom, and life is ending there. And we don't know what is going to happen. No one ever came back from there." So the optimist says, "Yeah, and this is a new life. It won't be the same as we have, and it won't be so comfortable, probably, but it is what it is, and we have to be positive towards it." So, when you think about it, this is the same thing. We die in a way after, hopefully as many years as possible. And what's going on after this? We have been recycled somehow, and the energy has been spread into other existence. Once you do enough psychedelics, you understand there is something bigger there, and you see the real, true and the real form of God, which is not some dude, old man with a beard in the sky that really watches and
I mean, even the Jews had it right. Like what did God say? Like, I am that I am, right? Or I am what I am. Like, that's everything. I'm everything. I'm existence, I'm pre-existence, I'm post-existence. Like, I'm everything.
Yeah. It even says in the name of God. The name of God is Yehovah or Jehovah. This is the name of God. And in Hebrew, which is the most closest language that is active today to the actual languages, when they wrote the Bible, which is the Old Hebrew and the Aramaic languages. So it says, Havaya, this is what's happening now. Yehaveh, it will happen in the future. Hova, it happened in the past. And Yehavah, the name of God, it comes from the same root. And for some reason, it's forbidden to say the name of God. People might get angry at you if you say it in Israel, especially if they're religious. They might look at you weird or even become aggressive. And then they miss the whole point, right? If your mind is wandering too much into the future, or if you're just stuck in the past, then you miss the whole experience of life. You miss the eternal energy and the internal prosperity that you already have around you when you're stuck in the now and you really put yourself there. And this is where God reveals, just with abundance and with everything that is possible.
You're dropping a lot of bars, man. This is a lot of bars.
This is true religion. If someone says that, I believe them. No, but if they just start to say stuff without explaining and getting too defendant on their thoughts and their ideas, then
there's an old white man watching you. Give me some money. Or you gonna go to a fire pit?
It was a great tool, religion. It made us more humans. But now we can ditch it. We can use Bitcoin now.
See, I think this is my take on it. I think faith is good. I think religion is and always has been bad. Because I think that religion is one of those things that gives the person who is like presenting the religion, it gives them absolute power. And what we know is that absolute power corrupts absolutely. So because you're not just giving them like power over your life, but you're also like giving them the power over your soul. Or like, is what you're like attempting to do. You're like lead my soul to like salvation, whatever that looks like. And so again, I think that like because it corrupts like that, I think that that's the issue with it.
Yeah. Humans are. There is no way that humans won't be corrupted. This is in our DNA. We always want more. We cannot escape from it. It's like we have to poop. This is what we do. We poop once a day, hopefully. We have some stuff that are not so sexy and glamorous, but they're part of us. And once we're aware of this, then we invent some other things that might help us be more trustful. But religion doesn't have to be with those big religious out there. It can be also about what kind of music do you like, and you defend just a certain genre of music, and you're not open to other genres. Or religion can be also in the crypto, only Ethereum or only Solana.
Oh yeah,
you're just stuck there, defending this idea without being so open-minded about
the blinders on.
I would say the crypto. Crypto is more open in general, but you still see that people sometimes in the Bitcoin community, they cannot see Solana for what it is, which is it's crazy. You cannot ignore it.
It's because Bitcoin maxis are really like they're with their God. You know what I mean? Like they don't see that. They don't see that it's not actually a God, and that technology progresses, right? And like what we were capable of when we made Bitcoin is like that's not even close to what we're capable of now, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Bitcoin is a great tool on the way to achieve, the ultimate state where we can be free as humans, just to be humans and not to have all this bullshit works around us and all this corruption. This is why we are here, because of corruption. It got so inflated that we have no money.
My problem is that it's too centralized now. It was a good idea, but I think that we got to move over. Like this is why I think even Solana, like all these tokens and their ETFs, I think we need to move to privacy tokens. For all this stuff, we should move to privacy tokens, things like Monero.
What you're trying to do really in the future. But since we had the whole religion talk, I'm definitely going to pipe in about the Bitcoins. Because I think Bitcoin is old tech. It's like a Xbox versus an Xbox One, or you know what I'm saying?
It's like a PS1 in a PlayStation 5 era, bro. Like it's that behind.
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean? Like the premise of it being the first, and it really wasn't the first, but the premise of what Bitcoin is and all that stands. It's in history. It's marked down for what Bitcoin has done. But at this point, I just don't know. And I went through all kinds of chains. I went to non-chain maxi to where I'm like, there's one chain that is building tons of businesses, real businesses. Like I have Helium Mobile. That is a real life in practice business. I don't know any phone services on Bitcoin. And if they are, they're not as big as Helium is. You know what I mean? So like, compared to when you're having the blockchain debate at this point,
Helium. There's nothing, right? Because all these other ones, you still need an internet connection, right? So like, for example, I could call you Bitcoin address to Bitcoin address, I'm sure, but I would need a Wi-Fi connection or a mobile connection, right? Like how Helium is the connection.
Yeah, it is. It's a phone service. I mean, it provides Wi-Fi and 5G and everything. But that's the thing. That's just one example of not just like a Web3 business, but like a real life business across the board of everything. Phone service that it can disrupt the entire phone industry that has been monopolized forever by Verizon.
It is disrupting at the moment. I think also telecom using them as infrastructure.
Yeah,
they're crazy. Yeah, they're doing a great job. But Bitcoin, I think it serves a completely different purpose than Solana. You know, if you take your computer, for example, you have memory, but you have two kinds of memory. You have the long-term memory, the ROM, which you can store things for the long run. And then you have the short memory, which is the RAM, which is way faster as well. And there is this book, it's called Broken Money by Lynn Iodine. It's a really, really great book, highly recommended to anybody that is alive in any financial system. Money is a huge part of us humans, you know, basically managing to leverage energy and to get it so refined that we can have all this beautiful world that we have around us.
Yeah.
And she talks about it that Bitcoin is the hard drive because it's a store of value. It's the most limited asset humans ever had that is limited to 21 million. There is encrypted wall of energy behind it, and also the community behind it, and the fact that people can put a node very easily and effortlessly. It makes it very sexy. You have all the miners around it, and definitely the network effect. So I think Bitcoin is here to stay for a while, at least I would say a few decades, if not the whole century. And it's really, really smart to buy as much Bitcoins as possible in the next 4 years, and just continue into the next 10 years. But then, you know, you have Solana, which is also a different thing, because on Bitcoin, it's too slow, but it must be slow in order to be so secure, right? And to be so simple. It's not that slow if we compare it to traditional finances. So Bitcoin is also a breakthrough, you know, in every 10 minutes, you just get confirmation of the whole ledger. It's not existent everywhere in the traditional finance. And then you have Solana, which is a completely different beast. It's just an infrastructure, you know, we can see it as a mall. Mm-hmm. And inside the mall, you have all those stores, you know, and sometimes the stores are so good and they can make way more money than what is the mall is requesting as a rent. But it's also kind of a digital oil, Solana, because the token itself, because you must have the token in order to power some apps. And it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. It's beautiful and it's an amazing concept. And I think just having Bitcoin, Solana, you know, maybe Sui, it's also like emerging star, and it seems to have also some great benefits. And it might be easier to program on Sui. It might be faster. There is something about the data that you don't have to put it directly on the blockchain, so it makes everything more light and faster. And it might also have its own purpose. We don't even know all the applications that are possible with those kind of technologies.
I like a lot of what you said, Dave. The only things that with Bitcoin that I kind of disagree about is the limited supply, because it got thrown out the window when started making up smaller denominations because the price is so high, right? If you divide it into Satoshis, well, then after that, you can divide it into Toshis. You can divide it into smaller. You can just keep infinitely dividing down smaller increments and smaller increments to be usable as a currency.
True.
But from a coin price per coin wise, and would I buy something that is 80,000 per one coin? And this is the simple mathematical supply and demand equation versus a coin that is $1 where I could buy 80,000 of that coin. Like, what is if we change it to apples, do you want to pay a whole bunch for one apple? If you could buy 80,000 of the same apple for a cheaper price? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not apples, that's the thing.
But I can do that. But it from a supply and demand aspect, all it is a product. So it doesn't matter if it's apples. I can literally change it to anything: lighters, weed, prostitutes, coke, beer, chicken,
ideally,
fish, bacon. It doesn't matter. The concept is still going to remain at the core principle.
All right,
you're
let me give you a really good example about
inflated, crazy price for one coin when there's so many other coins or anything. Gold. 1 ounce of gold is $3,000. So that how many ounces of gold?
More. It's like 4,000.
Yeah. So $80,000 buys you how many ounces of gold?
Yeah.
Versus
but good luck. Good luck going with this gold through an airport.
No, you can wear gold on your neck and go through airport.
Yeah, but how much you can wear? You cannot wear like 80.
As much as you want. As long as you can wear it, you can get it through.
Worth of gold on you. It will be difficult to go. People might rob you if they see all this gold on you.
Well,
Mr. T.
If people know you got millions in a Bitcoin ledger somewhere, they might kidnap your ass and take you and make you tell them where it is too. I mean, that also exists no matter where we're at talking about. Anytime there's a currency and market, that's going to be the possibility, right? But like that's the things. That's the things with Bitcoin. Like, I just feel like it doesn't have the lure it used to have. Now, this of course is going to keep going, and there's so many ETFs and all that big stuff. BlackRock and Grayscale own an outrageous amount of it. Number go up exactly. But like at this point, if you buy Bitcoin at 80,000, for you to get 100% gain, it has to go to 160,000.
It will go to millions, I believe.
Yeah, but when? Like, again, like that's so like, let's say
it's going like 10,000 a year. At this point,
up
10,000.
So, like, if I buy one at 80,000, when am I going to have 160K?
Yeah,
like realistically, probably in 20 years. Do you think if I bought 80,000 worth of Solana, that would be the same case? Or like if I bought 80,000 worth of Say or Sui, like
or gold,
gold
$300, like you said.
Yeah, like in 10 or 20 years, are you going to have a bigger gain?
There's a risk reward to all those.
What's that?
There's a risk reward for all those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but your risk to reward is total opposite. Your risk is 80,000 per one coin with a reward of it having to move 100 to 160,000, right? The distance from 80,000 to 160,000 is 80,000. The distance from $1 to $2 is only $1. That's the same 100% gain.
It went from 16,000 to 104 in a year and a half.
But now we're past that point. It can't. Where's it? I mean, that's what we're asking.
Then it goes to 1 million, and then you realize that it went 10x all of a sudden. And this is what Bitcoin does. There are so many things to take into consideration about the price of Bitcoin.
Right, but
first thing is the market cap.
How long?
You need to think about the market cap of Bitcoin. Yeah, and the market cap right now is about 2 trillion to go up and down. And
market cap is a Wall Street term that was made up to confuse everybody. Market cap changes every single second. Every time there's a trade, it changes. So you can't even go off a market cap. It's an inaccurate.
You can have an idea. You can have some idea where you are relatively to other assets. And if Bitcoin goes up to gold's market cap, which makes sense, it just does 10x. And what the price will be, it might be even higher, because this is where the limited supply comes to play, and this is what is so genius about it, in my opinion. So Bitcoin is about how much Bitcoins are being issued by the miners, and every 4 years it's being cut into half. So they spend the same energy, if not more energy, and they get half of the payment they used to get. So that does many things. It leaves the strong players in, the most innovative ones, and the ones that manage to survive, and the weak ones, it just throws away from the game. But then it also brings the price higher, because they don't want to sell. And when people are not selling, the people who would make the offers to buy will just continue to make higher and higher offers until someone will sell it. At the moment, most of the big purchases, it's called over the counter. So people don't really go through exchanges to buy Bitcoin or to sell Bitcoin. They prefer to do it just to give you money and make a deal with you if you have a big amount that you want to sell. And in this way, we're not affecting the market. If you guys remember when Germany sold 50,000 Bitcoins, do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
How they did it was the most unprofessional way. They just went to an exchange, and everyone could follow the wallet address, and they just dump it on the exchange.
They just threw it at the chart.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think the price went from like 70,000 to around 50, 55, somewhere there. That was insane. And that's why people don't buy it. Yeah, it was a very, very great opportunity for those who paid attention when Germany dumped the market, and I don't know how much they lost, but it's a lot of money, like I think like 10 billion or something, $10 billion. Yeah, funny. But this is the magic of Bitcoin, and this is just Germany selling 50,000. And now you see Michael Saylor buying every week, like around 10,000 Bitcoins. The USA wants to have 1 million coins of Bitcoins in the reserve. They have this bill that they introduced. You have countries like Bhutan, which are just exotic countries somewhere in the mountains of Nepal, this area. And they are mining Bitcoin like crazy. You have El Salvador, who are just accumulating Bitcoins as well with miners. Russia probably are doing it. The USA are heavy into mining. China, they have also a lot of mining rigs there. And many, many countries probably are buying Bitcoins without everyone noting, because once there is a country that really says, hey, we're buying those Bitcoins, and they announce that this is the amount they have, it's like a race, and the one that will have the most Bitcoins, he will win. It's the strongest asset at the moment. It's very difficult to fake. You have this limited amount of it, that it cannot be made more, and it's been governed by a code. All of this stuff make it very powerful. So the moment that everyone really wants to buy Bitcoin, that's when you see those God candles of $10,000 for one day or even more. And in this way, it can do, like 20% maybe every week, every month. Easily, it can go.
Strongest asset is a bit of an overstatement, though, because without oil and land, Bitcoin doesn't exist. You have to have oil and land to even have internet, period. Right. So those are the two top assets until we have a new energy movement. I mean, I don't. But
without it, there is not.
You're giving a lot of good. You're giving a lot of good points on this, man. I respect you having a conversation about it and everything. Fresh is overboard because he's had me heard this debate a million times.
I mean, in the end, everyone needs to make their own research.
For sure.
Interesting. You can believe it, or you can do your research and said, I think something else is better for me. But in the end, you need to do what makes sense for you in order to survive, But what is definitely true, without any doubt, is the fact that the money is being inflated, and we are losing our money
100%.
every year. You can make a business and make a lot of money as an income. You can invest in Bitcoin. You need to find just something that you really know and like, and it resonates with you.
That's it right there. You hit it right there. Find out what you like to do and what you care about.
Yeah.
And then nothing else matters.
Yeah, and then you'll be a master. But yeah, definitely get your money off the banks. You can do it with Solana.
Yeah.
Man, Solana allows people not to have any banks at all. Do you guys know?
Yeah. It's very nice.
What kind of services do you like on Solana that allows you to be completely bankless? Are you using it correctly?
I just use a lot of different things, but like the only bank account I have is Chime, and that's an online bank, and that's just now I don't even need it though, because like the onboarding has gotten even easier. Jupe Pro's onboarding is real smooth, on ramping, and so you can
What are you using?
There is a project. It's called Squads. Have you guys heard about it? It's a multi-sig project.
Yeah,
for Solana.
It's like it's started like a DAO type of project. A lot of DAOs using it for. You said Squads, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they have a wallet as well that they are collaborated with, and it's called Fuse Wallet. And it's really great wallet. You have an option there to make yourself a virtual IBAN account and a virtual American bank account, and you can receive money to those bank accounts, and they arrive into your wallets within minutes, and you receive it in USDC. This is crazy shit.
Yeah, I've not seen that yet.
You can also send it back to any IBAN bank account or American bank account straight from your wallet.
That is definitely innovative.
Man, this is insane. This is one of the most craziest thing, and the way that it works, it's so smooth. It took me 5 minutes to be approved with the KYC to send money and to receive it.
Oh man, it's only on iOS though. No wonder I hadn't heard of it.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Get off the Android, man.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man. There's Android stuff being developed too. Apple is such a small market share. It's only in the crypto world where people are developing stuff for Apple. Apple's only 30% of the market share of the entire world. Android is the rest of it. People developing apps for Apple. The problem
is that doesn't make any sense. When you say that stat, it's a misrepresentation of cell phone users versus smartphone users. Like your grandmother's cell phone is an Android, and that's part of the 70%. And nobody's developing apps for your grandma. They already have Life Alert. You know what I'm saying? So like they're not.
No, that's not.
Again, it's a misrepresentation.
No, it's not. Most of the world can't
afford
iPhones.
Go look.
It's not. No,
bro,
it's not.
Go look.
You can't buy
where
iPhones
the money is being spent on development.
It's not on. It's not. It's on Android. Android makes way more money. Yes. iPhone doesn't. Apple is in debt terribly. Go look at the stock market company. Go look at the company. I'm not.
Statistics, Bill Gates.
You are crazy. It's not a lie of the statistics. Android is cheaper. So the world where the majority population is poor has the cheaper option. That's just common sense. But the stat backs that. So that's not me trying to make something out of the stat. That's just what it is.
I think they get refurbished apples.
What's that?
I think they get refurbished apples, yeah.
You can get Apple very cheaply today. Yeah, you can get like iPhone.
They get all our old ones.
Man, y'all paying.
You can buy iPhone 8 for like $80.
It's crazy, man. I got Helium Mobile and an Android phone. $20 a month, no payment on my Google Pixel, and it works better than your iPhones. Talk to me. I get paid from Helium.
But you know what
Mobile.
Is better than all of this?
I get crypto token. I get Solana token back on Helium for having the phone service.
Do you know what's better than all of this together?
My phone makes a profit. Y'all's phone is a liability. My phone is an asset. Talk to me now.
Let me tell you what is better. What is better than all of this is the Solana phone, the Seeker, the second phone. Did you guys order it? I'm definitely.
No, I haven't ordered it. Yeah, I need to get me a Solana phone, but
I stick with Apple.
There is an Android, but since you brought up Fuse Wall and stuff, I love what they're doing. I hate that it's only for iPhone, but
wait, before you move on, I gotta correct you, my bro.
What?
So even though Android is 70.7% of the market, because it's Asia, Africa, and South America that contributes to the amount of whatever of users, revenue and monetization, iOS is double what Android apps bring in. They bring in about 86.8 billion, while Android apps only bring in 42.3 billion, my bro.
Boom.
That's not an accurate stat. It's not impossible to be accurate.
All right.
How could 70% of the market share only make half of the revenue of the iPhone?
I just explained it to you before I gave you the stat.
No. But I want you to answer that question. I just asked you.
I did, bro. I answered the question.
How is that possible?
Stop talking, because I answered the question before I gave you the stat.
Did you didn't tell you?
I prefaced it with the answer.
How?
What do you mean? I prefaced it with the answer, my bro.
That's not that question I'm asking. You answered your question. I'm answering you a new question. This is a new question. How is it possible?
Android's dominance is in emerging markets such as Asia, Africa, and South America, contributing to its large user
most populations in the world, biggest populations in the world,
large user base, but they have less money.
They don't buy apps.
Okay,
they don't buy apps.
30% of the market share.
They use it to call 911.
Makes 33.3%. I mean, 66.6% of the income from the market. Correct. Because
makes
people
double the amount
spend more money
of the population, with half the population.
People who buy Apple spend more money.
Exactly. There's less population. The only reason that Apple exists is because the small population that use it is willing to pay for nonsense.
Wallet.
Y'all pay for nonsense. Now go look.
That's not that doesn't prove your point.
How much is Apple in debt? Pull up their stock profile now. How much are they in debt?
So much cash in
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You're moving the goalpost.
No, I'm not.
Because Android, yes, you are, because Android
You're buying a dying company. You're pushing a dying
Android
company.
Isn't a company.
I know.
Okay,
so you have a company competing with 100 other thousand companies. iPhone is going to not exist in another few years.
Really? Because their debt over the past 5 years
not 5
has
years
consistently decreased. Sorry.
No, but what's their total debt?
It was in 2022, it was 121 billion. In 2023, it was 112 billion. And then in 2024, it was 107 billion. And then in 2025, it's 98 billion. So they're decreasing in debt as the years go by and making double what Android is bringing in. And Android's not even a company.
Because your customer base.
One company is taking all the money. We're not talking about all of Android and all these companies.
They're not taking all the money. They're taking all the money from a rich customer base. They're draining a rich customer base out of a luxury product. The same as every luxury product.
Do they make more money?
Yes, because of what you're saying for now. But they don't make more money. But they don't make more money because they're always in debt.
Android's not a company.
iPhone is a company. Android is the tech that multiple companies use. So iPhone is indebted.
So compare it to any individual Android using company.
You can't compare it to. You could actually, if you want to.
Why not?
You could. What are you comparing? Because you're comparing you're talking about your income. But I talked about market share. App income doesn't matter because when I'm talking about everybody using it, 75% of the world, 70% of the world.
Yeah, but that wasn't the only conversation, my bro.
Right, but the only reason why your statistic that you brought the statistic
of Android.
Because
you need to get off of
my statistic. No,
because
why would I get off? Why would I go to 30% and pay more money? You don't get it. Listen to yourself.
You're trying to sell money on iPhone, which means we get higher quality products.
No, not even close.
Okay,
y'all have the same chips and everything.
All right,
not even close. You have an Apple logo. That's all you have. You don't have higher, better products. No, not even close. The text, go look at all the tech. It's the same tech.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely.
Bro, no
100%.
Has
100%. You're sitting there paying. You are sitting there paying for a Gucci watch, a Gucci necklace.
Okay.
Instead of paying for gold.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, that's the phone though. That has nothing to do with the apps.
Yeah, that's your opinion though.
That's everything. You think that the rest of the world
you got the bunch of people that just have a phone to call in poor places that don't spend any money on the apps. So the Android has less desire to make apps on Android because nobody's buying them, because there's nobody, the people that are on there don't use them.
That's not true at all. Everybody uses Android apps. Everybody, 70% of the world, 70% of the world uses Android apps. So
no,
they
have phones that they have Android phones
to use.
They have
Android. That's it.
They have Android phones.
Y'all the 30% of the world who are willing to pay more for an Apple logo. That's all that statistic represents. Nothing else.
Listen,
we also
get access to things that you don't have access to. Bro, we have access to things you don't have access to.
Like what?
Like
you just said, it's Apple only. That Fuse wallet, you can't use
and
it.
I was trying to tell
one
you
thing
20 minutes ago that there is a same exact project on Solana, not that same one Fuse, but a different one doing the same thing for Android. Y'all have nothing that Android doesn't have.
It's active right now on Apple, and it works flawlessly. I think that, again, you pay for what you get. There's a reason that you're paying more, and if you think it's just a logo, that's
more. I already told you, my phone makes money. You're paying for your phone.
Your phone doesn't make money by itself, and Helium works on an iPhone, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but for
it's not as much to do with Android, bro. You
can't argue and win this because you pay. You just said you are willing to pay way more for higher priced things. So your asset cannot be an asset because you're willing to make it a liability.
Bro, I can still use Helium on this expensive phone. You're saying,
but you will not be. But it will still be a liability until it pays itself off. And because you pay a higher price, it will take a lot longer than it did for me.
Bro, it's already mine. What are you talking about?
Well, at some point it wasn't though. That's the point. You got to pay it off.
Already paid itself off, bro. You don't have to. I don't have to pay it again. It's already mine.
Okay. But you still paying for apps. You're still paying a higher price for iPhone apps. Sure, but you're still paying for a higher price.
I paid for my apps are free because I paid for my expensive phone.
You know how math works? You pay more and make less. That's not good. You want to pay less and make more. This is how the world works. I don't know what kind of argument y'all are trying to have where y'all like, I want to pay more and I want less.
Using your Helium shit to try to whatever. Your phone is still expensive. Androids are still expensive. You can buy a fucking Samsung that's more expensive than my iPhone.
Bro, I can get a $20 Android phone. I can get a $20 Android phone. I can get a $20 Android phone that has all the same stuff as Apple.
No, you can't.
Absolutely can. Go to Dollar General right now. Go to Dollar General right now. DollarGeneral.com.
You're just trying to win the argument, and
I'm just. You
can't get an iPhone. You can't tell me you can get an iPhone 16 specs for $20 from Dollar General, bro.
I can get a phone that does all the same things. It can take a picture. It can get on social media. It can do anything that phone can do.
It's not this, bro. It's not the same. Go lie to your aunt.
What do you mean?
You're trying to move the goalpost.
I said it can do anything that phone can do.
Now it can do anything that my phone can do. No, it cannot.
There's no, it cannot. Dollar General $20 Android phone. $20 Android phone.
It cannot.
That's real. That's real. It's in Dollar General. Go look at it.
It doesn't matter. It can't do everything my phone can do.
It's called a blue. It's called a blue Android. That's the brand.
No, it doesn't matter. It can't do everything that my iPhone can do. You keep trying to win this for some reason, and I don't know why.
So it can't text. It can't take pictures. It can't join social media.
That's exactly why people grab the Androids, because they don't give a fuck about anything that the iPhone can do. You don't have one, and you don't know what it can do. So why do you care?
Can do. Hey, give me one thing that your iPhone can do. That's your.
You have a LiDAR. You have a LiDAR on that little $20 phone.
A LiDAR? It's probably an Android app. That's not the phone. That's an app. That's where.
No, it's not. Bro, are you crazy? It's in the tech, in the camera. Has nothing to do with the app.
But
you can fake it on an Android if you want, but it's not an actual LiDAR. So
you can get a LiDAR app on Android, so there's no difference.
Bro, you're faking it. It's not actual LiDAR. So
how do you know? Have you went through all the Android LiDAR?
Because you can't just make it from an app, my bro. It's a fucking piece of tech that's in the camera.
Is an app not a piece of tech? Does your camera not come with an app for the camera?
Bro, it's not about an app. It's about the piece of tech that makes it a LiDAR. And you know that. You know that LiDAR is not an app, bro. So
if it's going to be on a phone, then it's going to need an app to run the LiDAR.
But that's not what the LiDAR is. Is it?
But it has to be an application.
But is that what the LiDAR is?
But for it to work,
is that what LiDAR is?
But for
is that what LiDAR is? No, So the phone doesn't fucking have LiDAR. It can have a fake app, but it will not have LiDAR in the camera. Stop trying to be like, bro, you're being, I don't know what it is. Can we just move on? Because I don't know why.
I've been trying to move on. You're the one arguing about paying more for less. I don't understand the argument. I gave up a long time ago. When you're like, I want to pay more for less.
Bro.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
paying more for less. Correct, bro.
Yes.
Hey, if there's anybody left listening, are we going to get the story on how the name The Pigeon came along?
I tried. This is what happened. I tried like an hour ago.
Oh, that would be a big scoop about this. For those who left, those who will listen to it in the future, I hope you get your notebooks, kids.
Hard the pigeon.
Yeah, but you know, it gets the sexiness out of it. Are you guys sure you want me to reveal?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I waited all this time.
I know.
All right. There we go. So in Hebrew, there is a sentence that I really, really like. And it's called, it says basically, don't threaten a hooker with a dick.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah. If someone tells you you're about to do something that you enjoy and it's going to be hard, say, hey, don't threaten a hooker with a dick.
Yeah,
so the way it sounds in Hebrew, it's al te'ayem al zona bezayin. So zona means whore and zayin, it means a dick. And you want to say it sometimes, but you don't want to be so vulgar. So you take this Z sound and you switch it with the Y. So instead of zona, you get yona. Instead of zayin, you get wine. And then from don't threaten a hooker with a dick, you get the sentence, don't threaten a pigeon with wine. And I love it. Because if you don't know the context, it's just such a funny image to put in people's minds.
So no Viking at all to it. Damn, I was wrong.
The Vikings.
Again.
They're everywhere, the Vikings. I'm pretty sure if the Vikings had phones, they had iPhones, The Vikings knew, they had crazy tech. I think they would have iPhones.
Dragons and iPhones.
They would have took everybody's iPhones. They wouldn't have paid for them. They didn't pay for
dragons?
anything. The Vikings. The Dragons had iPhones.
Yep.
Man,
Dragons.
They have a lot of gold to pay for those expensive things. There's only about 30% of dragons in the market share, I think, left.
I'm glad I'm a dragon.
The dragons will have some Chinese phones, with Chinese local net.
Yeah, the blue Android Chinese. Oh man, it's not. It's all crazy, man. It's all.
Why do we even call it phones? It's not even a phone. This is a whole computer.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it is a computer.
Why do we still call it phones? How weird is that?
It's true. It's the thing that I use the least on this computer.
Yeah.
It's the phone.
Always block he calls,
Exactly. My phone is always on do not disturb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's your watch. It's not even a phone. It's now everything is here.
Bro, I stopped wearing my Apple Watch. I feel like it was a little... Why?
You paid for it, now you don't want to wear it? Why? Seems like you paid for something that you didn't even use them. You paid more for less. Huh?
So I have an Android watch,
You're not making your point. To have 17 Android boxes that I don't use either, bro.
No, you can sell them, man. There's phone places to buy
No,
them.
I can't. I can still sell the watch.
Absolutely.
So the point is for both things.
You can sell the Androids back.
Consistent logic, my bro. Listen. I don't use the watch because I don't want frequencies running through me that close. You know what I mean?
So why'd you buy it?
Because I was okay with them at that point.
Okay.
Obviously, right? When I got it.
Does it work better than a Rolex?
Huh?
Does it work better than a Rolex?
I don't know. I think this works fine too.
What's that? Is it a Rolex?
Casio?
No, the Casio's here.
Get in
Wow, look at that. That's old school.
Yeah.
I got the Casio.
Yeah, that's.
And then the Rollie, man.
There you go.
Nice.
Get on TikTok.
Old school, new school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, man. I'd wear those two over an Apple. Makes sense.
Yeah, but like, again,
I'm not trying to get you started.
No,
again.
you know what? No, you know what? Actually, now I remember why I stopped using it because it's old. No,
Oh, it's old.
Yeah, it's old. So like, it doesn't not have like the newest iPhone, and so like they don't sync up anymore, right? Like, I don't have space on that thing to update to the newest iOS, and
you didn't want to buy a new one because you didn't want to deal with the
frequencies and stuff. It's like all fine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So how many times do you buy them a year? You buy them once a year, 2 years, every 3 years?
What? Watch?
Apple, iPhone.
Oh, once every 3 years, and that's only. I actually only buy them now when they're cooked. I would just break them and fuck them up before. Like I was running the streets. It didn't really matter. Now these things last me as long as I want them to last me. I upgraded because of the Roadcaster last time.
I upgraded mine because my speaker stopped working on my old one, so I had to buy a new one. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought one, and I had the other one for almost 5 years.
One thing I wish Google would have made, and it would have made me an Android user, is that modular phone where you could like. It had like the board and you could stick whatever pieces you want. So you could get like a big battery, a really good camera, a really good mic, and like whatever good screen. If your screen breaks, you just replace the piece.
I remember something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But then like they were promoting it, but they never came out with it. I would have really been into that.
Yeah. Because
I like customization.
Well, they wouldn't have made any money if they released something that you could customize.
Why? You got to buy the things.
Yeah,
they already don't make any money anyway, so it's no big deal.
Google doesn't make any money. Is that the hill you want to die on?
No, I'm joking, bro. Listen, no, it's not the hill I want to die on. Because that's not a fact. The other things were facts.
What?
Huh?
What's not a fact?
That Google doesn't make money. That's not a fact. But the fact that Apple spends more on app development and pays more and makes more money on apps, that's a fact.
Sure.
You don't have to like it, but
no, I didn't say that they didn't. I just said it's less people who pays a lot more money. That's what my point was.
Yeah, but anyways, we get better quality, but continue.
Also, Ferrari, it's the same thing, way less people pay for a lot of money for the quality of Ferrari.
Yeah, well,
you can have the same car, The car just gets you to point A, from point A to point B.
Yeah, right. What's the difference between my Hyundai?
Yeah.
Oh, Hyundai? And what?
Yeah, like I drive a Hyundai, right? What's the difference between my Hyundai and a Ferrari?
You might be driving a Ferrari if you had an Android instead of paying all that money to Apple. In the show, I win. Dun, dun, dun.
I almost ended it. You're lucky I didn't.
Yeah, I'm also curious. There was some weird strange questions about the favorite weed stuff. Weed is it's a close dear to heart. What about your favorite strands? Let's start with that.
I like to smoke pink kushes of all sorts.
Loves its pink.
So
pink kush.
Yes. Of all different kinds, bro. You know what I mean? Like we got jars. What's this one? Ferrari pink, I think, is this one.
Ferrari pink. Oh la la.
Yeah. This one is
nice.
animal pink.
Animal pink? Does it smell like animal?
No, it smells like pink. It smells like gas. And this one is called El Muerta.
El Muerta. Nice.
Oh,
isn't that death?
Hidden one. Bro, there's another hidden one. This one's called Gas Town.
Wait, El Muerta death?
El Muerta, yeah, it's death.
Yeah.
Hidden in the back, it's got the least amount. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Dude, I lost a half a blunt for like 2 weeks, and I just found it last night. It was incredible.
Was it the blunt that you lost on stream that last time?
Yeah. It was that one.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was that
2
one.
or 3 guests ago.
Yeah, man. I found it last night. It reappeared.
I don't know that I have a favorite strain, though, to be honest, because I just get what I get, and after smoking it for a couple days, it's all kind of seems the same to me.
So in Toronto, it's like we love our pink kush. So well, actually, we used to. Now it's a lot more of these gelatos and runs are around.
Runs, I like runs. We get that every once in a while.
I don't like them at all.
I was gonna say I'm a big fan of runs.
but I'm very particular. So I'm somebody who got used to the pinks. I like limonene. It helps me like medicinally, helps my stomach and stuff like that. So I'm impartial to smoking pinks. So now, even though they're a little harder to get, I have a guy who sources pinks and gets me my pinks every 2 weeks.
Sweet.
Which, even though I have jars, I got to go see him tomorrow because it's Friday.
Right. Subscription service.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope it delivers.
Sometimes, not all the time. But
no,
we're close. Guy. We're close. You know what I mean? So it's like 15 minutes either way. Sometimes we meet in the middle. How about you, Ohad?
Mine is Pluto. Oh,
Pluto.
Go ahead. Pluto.
Pluto, what is it, Pluto?
That's the strain name, Pluto. It's incredible. It has an
How
incredible taste.
Well, what does it taste like?
It's like similar to like kind of the creamy taste of gelatos, but it doesn't have as much sugary taste to it as gelatos do, or like the gelatos will have a fruity. Some will be like a lemon cherry will be a fruity kind of ice creamy taste to it. So Pluto don't have like the fruit or the sugar. It just has like creamy, like buttery kind of taste with some earthy tones.
Yeah, because it's a gelato number 33 and a 1991 Triangle Kush mix.
So I don't know why the mix makes this flavor so good, but then the high buzz just lasts so long and it's so relaxing.
So I had a Fruity Pebbles one time, and it's supposed to be a sativa dominant, but it had it listed on the menu as an indica, and I was like, oh, let's try this out. Bro, that shit and this Quantum Kush shit from Australia are the two knockout punch weeds, bro. And this fucking, the other one was G13. My buddy was dating this girl whose mom was a nurse, and the dad had like glaucoma. We're like 16 years old. And that G13, bro, that shit fucking, I'm still searching for that high.
I had G13 before.
Yeah, I've had it since as well, but not the same.
No.
It depends on the grower. Like you said, that I've seen that a lot in dispensaries where something that's normally an indica will be marked as a sativa, or the vice versa. It just happened to be something with the growing where it ended up with a higher indica profile or a higher sativa profile. Like Sour Diesel is a perfect example of that. Forever, I thought it was an indica classified, but now they're classifying as a sativa.
Yeah, so like here's the thing, right? Like it's just the same thing as like Girl Scout cookies, right?
Yeah.
You could pop 1 million seeds and you might never get that forum cut.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's not you're not guaranteed to get that phenotype every time you pop a seed. Exactly. That's why they try to save mothers.
Yeah.
Right? For as long
everything's all bred to shit anyway now.
Yeah.
I wish I could find like some actual
that's why these bags are so expensive, because these are more like landrace. They're not landrace, but they're connected to the landrace strains, right? Like they're still landrace mothers making these. So
that's what we need, man. That's what I need down here.
That's what, bro. I can't remember what his name was with the Strain Hunters guy, bro. That's what he was doing before he passed away. And
wait, there's a Strain Hunter guy. What is this, a show or something? I didn't know.
Bro, yes, you can watch it on YouTube. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they go all over the world.
Yeah,
really
man.
Well
looking
done.
for all the
great footage.
Yeah,
I don't even want to watch it. I just want to go make that show. I just want to go do that and eat at all the places.
Yo, and Anthony Bourdain meets the Strain Hunters would be a dope show. Going around the world, finding land races, getting really high, and then eating really good food.
Yeah.
And taking seeds and samples to grow it by your own and make
what are you growing now, Ohad?
So that's interesting. In Germany last April, it was the Cannabis Act law was introduced. So basically it means that it's not completely legal, but it's way more loose. And throughout whole Germany, it's now allowed to grow 3 flowering plants. I think to have up to like 20 grams on you when you walk in the streets or something like that, without going into jail or getting a fine. So basically, it's very, very loose. In Berlin, it was loose to begin with, but in some places like Munich and the south of Germany, it's very strict there. People are quite conservative.
Do the cops keep a scale to like weigh out that exact amount? I was gonna say,
not really.
Well, they do in the cars, like at least here, right? Like the cops have scales and shit in the back of their trunk, bro. Like,
I mean, they do have, yeah. If they want, they can do that. It depends where you are, and
yeah, but like, but
catches you.
even before legalization, like cops were like they catch you with some joints. They only care if like you got like a pound on you or like a quarter pound on you. They're like, bro, why are you walking around with a quarter pound? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like 20 grams ain't a quarter pound, but 20 grams is a generous amount to be walking around with.
It's less than an ounce, bro. Like,
yeah, but 20 grams is still a generous amount. That's like 20 blunts, unless you're you, and that's like 10 blunts. But still, that's a lot of blunts to just be walking around
coming from buying it, bro?
Like,
it depends where you are, you know.
There's more than 20 grams right here.
Well, that's true. Well, he's growing. He said they could grow it, though. He didn't mention buying. I didn't think about the buying aspect. You're right about the buying aspect.
But it's possession in public for 20 grams, right? Of flour?
Yeah, exactly. Before legalization was done in Munich, if you would go with like 2 or 3 grams, you can finish in jail if a cop catches you and finds some weed on you. So it's very different, but now it's more even, I would say, in Germany. But the fact that I can grow weed, you know, it was in April introduced and became legal, and I already had some first plants in May. A friend of mine who is a master at many things that he does, is also great at growing stuff. And he was my connection here in Berlin until I started to grow myself. And he gave me those seeds of autoflowers by a company called Mephisto. Did you guys hear about it? Mephisto? They're so good. Yes, they're really, really great. Best genetics in the autoflower world, and they pretty much banned the whole idea that autoflowers are weak and the flowers are not so thick and the taste is a little bit off. They make insane things, and I grew them on my window just to experiment, and I took a photo because I was very proud of this. I tried also a year earlier to grow weed, but I completely killed it with overwatering. And this one, look at this cute fluffy dog. So when I managed to actually grow some buds and to have something that I can be proud of, I took a photo and I sent them, and he told me, yeah, nice, but it's only 20% of what you can really make if you have a proper equipment.
Yeah.
So I was growing the whole summer on the window. I was quite proud. Somehow also the plant itself gave me some seeds. So I had like maybe 5 seeds. That I repotted and also gave me also really nice plant. But then winter in Germany can be harsh, so I got a box, a nice tent, and all the lights and everything. That's also pretty cheap. I think with the very basic setup for 300 euros or $300, you can get really, really nice setup that you can grow your own stuff already. And yeah. Then I got those Mephisto seeds, and in the beginning, I popped 3 seeds. One of them is called Forgotten Strawberries. One of them is Bare-Est Monkey and Orange Biscuits. And I could not believe how good weed can be. I really could not believe it.
No, when you grow it yourself, it is a whole lot better. It's
like it's tasty. You know, it's the same difference if you buy strawberries in the supermarket or if you go to a farmer. And all of a sudden you have this explosion of flavors, and you know this is really strawberry with a flavor, not something.
Plus you grew it, and that there's something about that as well.
Yeah. Do you play music to your plants? That's like
why not? Tip. I talk to them.
They love music
for doing what they do. Yeah.
That's like
it's crazy plants. They're like, what the fuck is this stuff? And it's really, really interesting how they have different flavors and how the profile of the smell is developing with time.
Oh yeah.
They might have, like in the beginning, this Bare-Est Monkey, this was really my favorite so far. It was an indica, very dense buds, and the flavor of it was some tropical fruit, you know, some kind of like pineapple with passion fruit, this sour but sweet mixture. but also very heavy kush flavor and hashy flavor to it.
Yeah.
With some roughness of cacao and coffee. This the slow tones of the flavor.
Yeah.
And effect-wise, it was heavy. It was a heavy hitter. You can have a pure joint of this one, and you just go to bed and sleep, no matter what time of the day it is. And that was my favorite. I just enjoy the flavors. And here now, because everything is way more easy in Germany, you can actually go to a website and you can make a prescription online for medical weed, and then you can order and you receive it within 30 minutes to an hour. You receive some guy coming to you with an Uber and just delivers you the
Delivered.
cannabis.
Nice.
Yeah, they have really good stuff. And first, it was surprising to see how easy it got, and you can just have the same like ordering from Telegram, but fucking medical grade. But still,
Yeah.
the medical grade was not as good as what I came in my tent. It was.
Oh no, it never is, man. Growing, just something
If my
about
tent
growing,
was,
like I said.
yeah, if my tent was 10 out of 10, the one from the medical was like sometimes 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 if it was really good. So yeah, it's uncomparable, I think. And everyone who consumes cannabis, I think, should have a small cycle of growth just going on there to experiment and see what are the possibilities. Also these forgotten strawberries, it just tastes like strawberries. And it's so crazy how cannabis tastes like strawberries.
It would. That's why they made it illegal and everything, because it would literally big pharma wouldn't exist. There would be no need for any medicines that we have. Maybe
Yeah.
like a few, but most medicines wouldn't even need to be like, especially all the over-the-counter medicines, Advil, Tylenol, all that stuff.
Gone.
It'd be gone. It'd be like millions of dollars, billions of dollars of industry gone. If that should have never existed in the first place.
Yeah.
It would just be nothing but different flavors and strains of weed on the counters, which is what it's reverting back into in the United States. Because it's like, I think at this point, I know there's only 5 states left that have not legalized it in some form, but we had a bill that passed like last, what was it, 2020, I think, something like that. This hemp bill, which allowed the sale of a product called THCA, which basically is just a loophole. If you apply heat to THCA, it then becomes THC. But it's all flower and growing stuff like that. And that's even
for sale everywhere.
Yeah, that's for sale everywhere. Like you can get that at gas stations and stuff.
Yeah, you could holler at me for THCA, my bro.
Yeah. And if it's high quality THCA and grown like with good farm and stuff, there's really not much of difference. And
man, let me tell you something. Also, the way that I got introduced to Bitcoin, it's from LSD, man. This thing
from Silk Road.
No, not Silk Road. So it's about the same thing like the THCA. There is the LSD-25. This is the desired molecule, and you have those research chemicals, those labs that basically try to get to this molecule, but without making this molecule. So there was this 1P-LSD, it was called. And 1P-LSD, it was this molecule, and then when you would digest it, so this 1P would detach from the LSD, and then it will become to LSD-25, and that was such a high-quality LSD because it came from a lab, and it was so cheap, you could buy huge amounts of it for like $2 for one tab.
But it's the same. I mean, it's like the heroin, the opium-based pills that they put out like when they first
came out. The opium is
out.
Different. It's completely
different. But I'm just saying like you're saying you could buy a high quality from the lab LSD. I'm just saying like the pills that they put out, Oxycontins and Roxys and all that is like a high quality clean version of what would be in the streets for heroin and other stuff like that.
Funny enough, like growing up, we used to go to this Asian guy to buy instead of buying MDMA, we bought MDA. Because it's like one chemical different, and it wasn't illegal in Canada, right? So when they would test it, it wouldn't test as MDMA, and so we would get off. So we specifically went to this guy for that reason.
And was it similar to MDMA?
Yeah, pretty much same shit. A little more
funny.
speedy.
Yeah, man, it's so funny. All those law definitions about stuff. It's weird human game.
Yeah, it's all simulation, man. It's all
Yeah.
The reason why I said it's all simulation because we make it all up. It's all in our heads. We made up all this shit. If we was off this planet, none of this stuff would exist.
Yeah, it's
all the
crazy how
animals would
complex
just
we
be
make the
living.
reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We make it very.
And then you have cannabis, and you wonder, is it cannabis cultivating humans, or we are cultivating the cannabis?
Man, I hope it's cultivating me.
Yeah.
I hope cannabis is the mom that is surrounding
in the
me.
end, we are under the soil, and we are being fertilized. Like we are the fertilizers for those plants.
Yeah, fresh definitely
in the long
gets
run,
fertilized.
man, trees are living more than humans. They're the real alpha of this world.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Trees know way more than anybody.
I think
Trees
water knows the most. But I think that's a good note. I think this is the longest episode. I don't think I've ever allowed it to go past 2 hours.
Not on a Thursday night. You haven't.
No.
Shout out to Ohad, man. Ohad, great personality to have on an interview and breaking the record for longest interview so far.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming.
Records. Thank you for having me. You guys are amazing. It was really nice to have this vast conversation about everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're here about, to open our minds for new possibilities and new opportunities and just to connect with each other.
Yeah, so maybe new cell phone brands, bro. Maybe new cell phone brands.
Solana cell phone brands.
Exactly. Everybody get a Saga phone. Or whatever the new thing is.
Reminder,
I'm not sure.
The Saga is an Android.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. That's not. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It doesn't work better. It's about Solana.
Exactly.
It's about Solana works amazing. Yeah.
iPhone is a Cardano phone. That's what that is.
Oh no! I was about to play the intro at the end of what you said, but I can't let you get away with that, bro.
No, you play that outro. You play it now.
No,
you play it.
No.
We're not going long.
No.
I'm going.
I've been buying and selling Solana from my iPhone for years.